How's it going, friends? Welcome back to another episode of Disco Potassium. And I think we made it to the docks last time. Let's have a good look here and see what awaits us and if we can find anyone to bring down the corpse for us. So already there is quite a gathering here. I wanna say I'm gonna assume these are the union people, but that guy was saying unions are a scam. Let's see. There's no restored fuel here. Okay. Stored fuel here, not stored food. Let's see, this guy looks like he's doing something.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
And yes, supposed to have his voice is loud as a lot. The oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. That's a description I want to have when I introduce myself to people. He's a full head taller than everyone else here. Yeah, I'm the alcoholic Sigma male.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay then, I'm thinking now.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to... Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Wait a second. Are you a striker? Are you from? Is it against the riots or for the riots? I don't get it. What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
Sounds like something everyone wants. I mean, I wouldn't even complain if the salary was above just feeding your families, if you could buy shit with it. Like, get yourself a new PC, get a new TV. You know, that's... What's the point of capitalism if you can't capitalize on making money, if you can't spend money? Never mind. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Then maybe you should come down and join him. Are all the strikebreakers? Let's take a look around.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Yeah.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
So you are not the union. Okay, so see, that's why I'm confused. He is complaining for workers' rights, but he's not in the union. I think he's just, like, they're just jobless or something, like, completely isolated.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
Who promised you work? And you're unable to breach the entrance. Yeah, breach the gates down! Breach!
Main gate's locked. Would take Heavy ordnance to bust it open. I
You
try to get
heavy
in through the
ordnance.
secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
Come on, man. If you aren't heavy ordnance, I don't know who is gonna be. Just shove it. Just push it. Be built different.
And I don't mean the scrawny mesk punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
What's a head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers,
So I'm just assuming
not fighters.
the Union is like doing this protest and they are preventing others from working so that the work is on a standstill and their protest works out. Have you considered storming in, like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
I mean, if you say so.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
I want to get in there as well.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
I'm interviewing people about the murder that took place here, behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
That doesn't sound very confident. His reply is snappy and terse. Terse is a word I am not familiar with, but I will be after this video. Absolutely nothing.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Sure, why not?
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter.
Pity. Let us work!
I'm going to leave now. Alright, let's move on. Maybe we can get ourselves in there. Ew. Let me in.
Scab?
Or did we just go up there?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
I don't think he called me that. The kid called me that though. Oh wait. Half-light. I don't know what's happening. What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
So you calling them scabs? Okay. I mean, yeah, everybody loses, but they also lose if they don't work. So maybe you fix your shit, get them some jobs, or you just storm the companies. Do... Okay, don't listen to me. Hold on, where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
So you're calling them worms. Very original, okay. You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
Well, of hunger and starvation and not having money, probably.
Personally, I'd rather beg than Scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
I will try talking to them.
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Yeah. What is this? Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist right toward. Ah, so I can. I'm not a scab. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Well, you want to be technical about it. A cop is a scab. Because, but let's not be technical about it.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to investigate a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
You're right. I don't want to whisper that to him. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rope me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
So we already got one guy out. Alright, that's it. Slowly getting there. So you are not it. The driver back there definitely isn't it. I'm looking for assistance with the death body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Does it mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Can you stop being philosophical and just tell me where I'm to go? That's simple. I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
That's Measurehead.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk
The guy-
right past him,
Whom the others were afraid of. Okay.
then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Gotcha. I think I have some questions.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Come on. Come on.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched finger.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
You're the best, Lieutenant. Appreciate it.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll
I
have to ask
already know
him
what
first.
it's about. I don't need to hear it from the
He's a
big boss.
chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Alright. He's also a wealthy guy. He gave me $1. If a policeman came begging up to me, maybe I wouldn't give it. Maybe I can get a cigar. Can I have a smoke? Nope. Can I have... Nope. Can I... Nope. Okay, so we can only talk to you. What's up?
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
You're one to talk, man. Where's your shirt?
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Give me a cigar instead of talking. That is unimportant. I'm with the police, and we need to get into the arm.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
What the hell are you talking about? What's Al Ghul? Sounds like some Arabic demon or something. His face continues to digest, as if he were smelling a dead rat. Come on.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Which woman? They are not really standing in your company, buddy. There's like 2 meters between you and her, and like 10 between you and her, right? Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
Come on.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
That's not good. Maybe I should have washed my teeth. Brush my teeth. I don't know what's the problem with Al Ghul. I just drink a little on the weekends.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al Ghul. You are but a vessel for the Ghul.
Okay, so it is a
Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What? Alright, I don't know what the hell you're on about. I'm the police and I need you to comply. Now!
Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
We were.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
And what about you? Seems like you are just what's the word called? When you not inflict. Oh, it feels like you're just projecting.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
Not your babe.
It is, baby, yeah. You know
Okay.
it.
You're talking to her. But I'm not your babe.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Alright, you're right about this. Now you need your help to get the corpse down the tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage.
Al Ghul is just
Inside,
alcohol.
we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Alright, I'm gonna punch you.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Fuck, we have like. Alright. I really want to punch him. Suggestion is against it. So one of them is suggestion and half light. Okay, let's try to get into his race theory. That's something you learn in university, right?
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Measurehead. I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are.
Do you?
This is for the thing. This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's elite.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Heroic races and the servile races and the race cauldrons pedestrians. Let's see tape one.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant.
Ah,
A
disgusting.
common result of inbreeding.
Yes, I agree. Lactose intolerance is a common result of inbreeding. And you could have. Okay, I mean, the race theory is right.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Who are the type A's in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have
Königsteiners.
type A race propensities.
So the Germans can be our race, but you also say that they don't have to be lactose intolerant. I see a large connection here.
The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
I think my brain is just too dead right now to make any connections to real life races or things like that. I mean, if I hear mariachi music, I can think of something, but yeah.
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
That's
The
Simonese,
indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Simonese inhabit the southern islands. I am Simonese, from the stock of Ulumbuir on Ile de Fantôme.
Isn't Ile de Fondue chocolate? Wait. Ile de Fondue. Ile de Fondue. I know the word. Ah. Our aerophone.
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Maran to Ansuland, thousands of years before the Lactose intolerant man Reden Occidentals discovered this place.
I hate lactose intolerant people as well. So we're together. Although I have a lot of people who I actually love who are lactose intolerant, I still hate lactose intolerant people. What's the difference between Seminese and Aeroquates?
The Areopagites are
Areopagites.
sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
Okay.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite superrace. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
And whether type B?
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Oh, I hope this isn't. You aren't referring to the what? The mud?
To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an distinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato. The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba. The Vacholians, halfway between type A and the racial cauldron, two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Okay.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
That's not all people. I'm sure that history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespias.
Come on. If someone came to me and spoke to me like this in real life, I mean, it probably would be schizophrenic, but I would convert to whatever he's spewing. Although, no, I would convert. The revolution sounds like it was actually very good and necessary.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade roots and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Tips C and F race equal to
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yes, better not get into it.
It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
No, we've been through all times. Do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
How do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Isn't he white? What are those tattoos on you supposed to be?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You're sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you? I can't even pronounce the word.
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia,
You
and sexual
indicate of
inaccountability. From a
Schizophrenia.
purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
That's enough.
You do not wish to be judged because you are a genetic blob of polycultural deformities. This is understandable.
Alright. I would love to continue on, but this guy just fried my brain with his whole race theory. As I said, I will need to go and think about it and come back to him with my result. I think if I do, he will let me through. If not, I'm gonna just punch him in the face, maybe. Maybe even if I fail, he's gonna respect me for that. But until then, I gotta go rest my head. That was just too much information and too much weirdness. I felt like I was having a flashback from like remembering things that I've heard from other people. Well, I hope you found it just as interesting as I did. I hope you still have half your brain left and have allowed all of it to be melted away, so you can now chill down and have a good night. I will be posting another video tomorrow at the same time and hope to have you on board for that. In a while. No. See you later, alligator.